Time now for the morning rush. We begin with more winter weather moving across the state. Let's get right to meteorologist Kristen Curry. Good morning.
Good morning. Next big weather maker moves in to start the week, looking at snow showers over the north and northwest through the day today. By this evening, starting to see an increase in coverage and intensity. Overnight, some heavy snowfall likely, looking at 1 to 2 feet of snow possible in our northern mountains, 1 to 3 inches possible here in Albuquerque, with 4 to 7 in Santa Fe, continuing through the day on Tuesday. Crystal?
Some across the state may face difficult driving conditions this morning. Here's a look at I-25 southbound at St. Francis Drive up in Santa Fe. You can see snow piling up along the interstate there, some on the road. From US 64 near Capulin, you can also see the road there covered in snow as well. Give yourself extra time as you head out the door. Also this morning, the weather closing the UNM campus in Gallup. Other closures and delays can be found on our website. That's always on KRQE.com, or you can download our KRQE weather app for the latest on the winter weather conditions, as well as closures and delays. At 10 this morning, UNM's former athletic director, Paul Krebs, is expected to be arraigned in court on 5 felony charges, including fraud. According to a criminal complaint, Krebs is accused of using a UNM credit card to go on a lavish golf trip to Scotland. It says he covered it up by calling it a trip for donors. He could get up to 15 years in prison if he's convicted. This week, we expect to find out if more New Mexico counties will be considered Second Amendment sanctuary counties. Cibolet, Chavez, and Eddy County commissioners are expected to vote this week on a resolution that would not enforce proposed gun laws should they pass in the state Senate. Of course, we'll let you know what happens on the votes. Tax officials are asking state lawmakers to push back the proposed date to start legal marijuana sales. The proposed legislation calls for the state to begin licensing retailers as soon as January 2020. However, according to the New Mexican, they want to push this back to 2021. They say it's to set up a system for collecting state and local taxes for marijuana sales. A bill giving more money to New Mexico schools will soon head to the House Appropriations and Finance Committee. The House Education Committee passed House Bill 455, which appropriates $452 million in new public school funding for at-risk students in New Mexico and millions more for small schools across the state. We expect to find out soon if Congress will try to block President Trump's national emergency declaration for more funding for his border wall, something the president says he'll veto. The president declared the national emergency on Friday after lawmakers refused to provide the billions of dollars that he demanded for his border wall. The move would free up about $8 billion for the wall. On to news new this morning. The Better Business Bureau is warning of a scam pretending to be from Medicare, all to get your information. They say in one scam, the caller pretends to be from Medicare, offering a free knee or back brace. The BBB says the goal is to steal personal information like social security numbers. BBB says the government will never make calls like this. On to new video that will likely be used in the case against a man accused of stealing a water utility authority truck. The video you see behind me right here showing the aftermath. Crews are repairing a water line near Cole and Carlisle. Police say that's when Daniel Haas took the truck. Haas got into 3 separate crashes around town before crashing at the Circle K near Central and San Pedro. Officers quickly arrested him soon after. A man is likely waking up in the hospital this morning, continuing to recover after falling while hiking in the foothills. AFR says the hiker fell some 35 to 40 feet on the Embudo Trail. The helicopter had to do a high-angle rescue, meaning the crews had to use a rope system to get to him. Police say he broke both of his legs and possibly his back. New mailboxes should be installed in about 2 weeks at some West Side homes. This after mailboxes being repeatedly vandalized. Last week, someone pried open the mailbox cluster near Unser and Ladera and stole the mail left inside. Neighbors in the area say this happened in November of last year as well. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index out of 5, looking at some breezy to windy conditions today. Cooler temperatures only in the 40s and some spotty snow showers arriving later on tonight. Crystal?
On to the news now. Bosque and Marble Breweries say they're waiting to see how controversial remarks are handled before deciding if they'll compete in the National IPA Championship next year. It was canceled after Forbes magazine reported that Bill Metzger, the co-owner of Brewing News, which puts on the event, wrote an article laced with racist and misogynistic undertones. An Albuquerque tattoo artist is helping breast cancer survivors through his craft. Jespa Torres has been tattooing for 29 years. For half of his career, he says he's been doing survivor tattoos on women who've had mastectomies. Torres says he's done anywhere from 60 to 100 survivor tattoos. If you need to fill up or get to work quick, turns out Albuquerque is one of the better places across the country to do so. MSN came out with its top 20 places with low gas prices and the least amount of traffic. In the top 10 is Albuquerque. The article says we have the 12th shortest commute time of 21.2 minutes and the 14th lowest gas prices at $1.96 a gallon. Kristen.
Time now for a check on your Monday morning commute right now. Things look pretty good on the map. No major crashes to warn you about in the Big I. Moving at posted speeds at this hour.
You'll soon be seeing some new ice cream flavors hitting the shelves in honor of good old Woody and Buzz Lightyear. Of course, I'm talking about the Toy Story franchise. Eddie's Ice Cream is releasing 2 new flavors, including a churro flavor and a chocolate peanut butter. Toy Story 4 is set to hit the silver screen in June. They sound delicious, don't they?